One of the core values of the Missouri History Museum is to honor inclusivity and collaboration.
One of the biggest goals that we have at the History Museum is for all of our visitors to feel welcome. We want them to hear stories that resonate with their own experiences. We want this to be a place where multiple perspectives come into dialogue with each other.
One of the Missouri History Museum's primary functions is to collect and preserve the region's history. What the institution chooses to collect is a critical step in setting an inclusive tone.
Several years ago, the History Museum instituted the LGBTQ collecting initiative. This was an opportunity for us to begin collecting artifacts so that we would have artifacts enough to tell a story.
The responsibility of a museum, the responsibility of history, is to tell everybody's story. Otherwise, it's not history. It's not complete history.
The Missouri History Museum engages the community with current issues and events. The institution addresses challenging questions and provides a safe space for visitors to grapple with difficult topics, including race, class, and discrimination.
One of the most important things to know about the Missouri History Museum and its response to Ferguson is that it started before Ferguson, that we had spent a long time building connections and communications and relationships with the African American community, with the social justice community in St. Louis, so that we became a natural home for those conversations.
Ferguson is an important historical moment, and we have to collect that history to tell that story. Otherwise, it's going to be lost.
In developing exhibitions and programs, the Missouri History Museum regularly relies on the expertise and perspectives of our many community partners.
The ADL has been partnering with the Missouri History Museum for about 15 years. So I see the Anti-Defamation League as partnering with the museum as a way of both helping the museum and our organization engage the community. I think it's a wonderful opportunity for museum staff to actually think about the way that they relate their own personal experiences and socialization to some of the topics that the museum is looking at.
Diversity, inclusion, access, all of those things are built into our mission. They're built into our programs. It's an ongoing piece of what we do. It's not a one-off program, it's part of the fabric of our work.
Finally, the Missouri History Museum strives to ensure that the artifacts it collects, exhibitions it designs, and programs it develops are equitably accessible to all our audiences.
The History Museum has ramped up its efforts at accessibility in all phases, so not just in the physical structure, although that's certainly very important. We now look at exhibits very differently, so we include touchables and we include ways for people who are blind and people who are deaf to access parts of those exhibits.
The Missouri History Museum is proud to bear the unique distinction of being the first museum in the country to receive the award for diversity, equity, accessibility, and inclusion from the American Alliance of Museums.